God. I want to finish with my testimony. I'm Cynthia Auma Otieno from Migori County. An original lady of Homa Bay, but resides in Migori County. That is my identity. I was never called in GARISA University. I was placed. Hey, English is not my language. I was placed by KUSUPS in African Nazarene. I was placed in African Nazarene. It's near Multimedia Catholic University, uko Ngatarungai, to do mass communication. And the will of God was for me to be found here. And so when I saw that letter, I was happy, because I'm Nairobi. I was glad, by the way, in my heart. I always dreamt of doing computer science, but my cut points was in a chop. So I really wanted also to go for journalism and broadcasting and mass communication or environmental. And God allowed me to be placed for mass communication. I printed my letter, calculated the fees. In a year was 96,000. Looking at me, I have been helped by a well-wisher in almost all my 4 years, and I was like, 96,000, 4 years, nikipiga hesabu, it was a lot of money, but I really loved that school. And so God brought Mr. Steven Dinya. Nilikuwa, by the way, nauza nguo huko Windsor, for those who know Windsor. So I was a seller there at those days. So he was just passing by, akakuja kununua nguo kwa shop yangu, and was like, you look so young, you must be a student. Nikamwambia, yes, nimemaliza form 4 and nimekuwa placed in African Nazarene huko Rongai. And he had some information about the school, and living alone the school, I could not afford it, to be very sincere, during those days. But now I think I can afford it. If my daughter is called there, I will take her. Yes. So he tried to convince me, but I was like Pharaoh. Paka Mungu anakuja anaambia Musa, weka rod, inakuwa serpent. Tena shika rod kwa mkono, your hands become leprosy and all that. I could not still believe that. I was not so willing to transfer, to come to GARISA, of all the things. It took me time. Akikuta namwambia, relax, bado sija decide. Akikuja tena namwambia, relax, sija decide. So I did my transfer a week to admission, because my admission was to be during May, and so I didn't go. So nikasema nitaenda August option. So ilikuwa hiyo August imefika, nafaa kwenda shule ujue, na huku ninapewa option ya kukuja GARISA, and I'm like, no, I don't like it. I just want to go to African Nazarene. But even my dad was not in for me coming here. But I talked to him. He's my favorite person. I'm his favorite girl. And so we talked and we reasoned, na tukasema, sawa basi. Mimi kukua mwalimu. Hey, bado siamini mimi ni mwalimu. It was never in my dream, and I think that's why I still want to go further, so that I can interact with many children in a higher level, not in a classroom. I think a classroom level nita interact na wachache, but I really want to influence a large number of people. So I think I will go much ahead to have 5,000 children for myself as a principal, and that is my desire. So I did a transfer. I traveled in a day, but you know, when God is in purpose of doing something, he will really do it. So I first came nikapeana letter, wakastamp, wakakubali. So nikaambiwa, enda Rongai, place hujawahi enda ufanye transfer. So I reached there and I gave them, nimekubaliwa Garissa. I just told them like that, and they're like, what do you want us to do for you? I told them I want a transfer. It was less than an hour. They wrote it, stamped, and I was back on my way to give it out to Garissa. And that is how I came. My dad was like, when mkubwa jipeleke shule, I came. And sijawahi penda. Siku hizi ndio nimependa. Sikuwahi penda Garissa. Even Mr. Njia anambianga, I know you don't like it, but you have to. So that was a Moses that God sent. And so when I came, mimi sikukwanga nakaa shule. I was in my own business. Friday, tulikuwanga na class ya PSY ya Ndabwa. So class ingeisha saa 4. Naenda. Like, I didn't want to stay in this school. My aunt was around, so I could stay with her there. Ninakuja Monday asubuhi to start my classes. And so one day, I met Babu and Moses Kanake in staircase. Kanambia, wewe msichana, wewe unafaa kukuwa CU. I was like, what is wrong with you? Hata sikuwa nimeokoka hiyo time. I was like, what's up with you? Kawambia nitakuja tu, hiyo ni first semester. So the whole of the first semester, I only came to see you once on a Sunday. I think it was the last Sunday. And so when I came to the second semester, nikaanza kukuja. 23rd of February, I took Jesus to be part of my life. And since then, I walked with him. It has been a very difficult journey of my salvation. My life has been difficult. I call myself a Mjengo girl, and I love it. And I will tell that to my children. And God has been faithful. Hiyo time ya corona, we were working in, kuna hosi inajengwa hapa karibu na Naivas. Kumbuka nikienda kutafuta kazi ya mjengo mara ya kwanza nikaulizwa, wewe mtoto uko na ID? And I'm a first year, remember? No, nilikuwa second year. Nikaulizwa uko na ID? Nikasema niko nayo. So ikawa tunafanya koroga ya usiku na mchana. You kesha kufanya koroga. Sasa wako wanataka nibebe simiti. Wananibebea. Unafaa kubeba 20. Wananibebea, wananiwekea hapo. And that is how my life was. So when Corona came and the engineer called some of the students, tukafanya kazi hapo. That is how my life has been. Paka wakati mwingine ningekaa chini, unatembea, unaenda site, unaona vile unaumia, paka unajiuliza, si ninajitesa sana. Paka sometimes I could ask myself, why me? But God was teaching me something. And through that Mujengo, God gave me 35,000 shillings just given by a priest to pay my fees when I was in 3rd year. That is how he did it for me. I remember it was a December, tulikuwa tumefunga shule. So, watu walikuwa wameenda December holiday and we were like, hatujaenda nyumbani, tumebaki huku tutafute pesa ya upkeep. So tunapata kazi hiyo wiki ya Januari. Si tukajambia me and my best friend, tukasema tutafanya mjengo hizo classes the first 3 weeks at Wendi. So those people are like, why are you girls not going to school? Kaambia si tunatafuta fee yetu. Kasema okay, mkimaliza